So, first and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, the Crocodiles, the bonds to the apostles, elders, the great millstone. Says, stations to the brothers, pushing his word and truth, and sincerity and charity, and every single life is free to do so. This buddy, I got you come from the great millstone, shout out coming at you with another lesson. My way of edifying. Um, how can two walk together unless they be agreed? All right, we have, so, hold on one second. Lock it. All right. Let me just jump straight into it. This is Ephesians 5 and 11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. For it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret. All right. And we ain't supposed to join hand in hand with the wicked, man. And two-thirds of our people absolutely do. They're in bed with the devil. All right. Uh, they, they put light for darkness and darkness for light. All right. They are completely contrary to the scriptures, man. All right. And we are not to, be in agreement with them. Not stand in the counsel of the ungodly. Like scripture says, blessed is him, who standeth not in the counsel, of the ungodly man. But his meditation thereof is of the law, day and night, that's the paraphrase. All right. And we ain't supposed to be in agreement, but reprove it. Cut them with the scriptures, you know. And that's what Jake is basically lean towards, you know, is the wicked, you know, the unfruitful works of darkness. Jake feeds off of it. All right, and that's exactly why they will be destroyed. You know, because instead of improving, you know, rebuking, they fed into it. All right, and this place is completely wicked, man. All right, why would you want to be a part of the world that promotes pedophilia, that promotes homosexuality, that promotes uh, uh, um, uh, human trafficking? You know, this place is complete madness. You know, I always want to be a part of it. We ain't supposed to be a part of it. Because, hey, the shit that they be doing, man, is completely foul. This shit is wicked, man. You know, it's a shame. It'll be all types of shit that you be seeing on the news. For example, that the underground tunnel. You gotta be careful what you say because even saying some shit, they be clicking brother channels, striking brother channels, suspending brother channels. You know, just by teaching the word of the Lord, man, bringing out precept. But yeah, you got Transformers reading children books in a classroom. You know, we ain't supposed to have no fellowship with that, man. But reprove it, all right? To hell with that. Lord, Lord ain't dealing with that bullshit, man. You know, this place is completely defiled. It's everything: the food, the air, the water, everything. You know, this place is completely wicked, and that's why a lot of them come back and destroy this place, man. You know, these people, it's just full of pride, man. Many until they don't understand. The scripture says the angels are the way to death. You know, but no, man, we go off what the scripture says. This is what the scripture says, Ephesians 5 and 11. Have no fellowship with the fruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them, for it is shame even to speak of those things which are done of them is secret. Alright, call along. That's right. But all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whatsoever doth make manifest is light. Wherefore he saith, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And we are living some evil times. You know, I don't want to be part of something the Lord will come back and destroy. I want no fellowship with it. You know, so don't want to edify. Bless and truth today for next time. Shalom and about the ball.